BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Now, you see what I'm saying? In the fucking morning, the light's the right way, right? But when I do the show at night, for some strange reason, it's just brighter in here. This shit is retarded. I don't understand this. It's the same lighting. I don't know how to fix it. So, whatever, nigga. Anyway, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? And everybody hit that like button. And you just fine. You just fine with the over talking thing. It's not even a problem. All right. It's not like we got cues and shit. So you good. Don't worry about it. It's good to know that you was thinking about that. Anyway, yeah, so I got a couple of things to say about this Eminem situation. Again, I'm probably gonna say what again? I said you good. Don't worry about the whole over talking thing. I didn't take it that way. If that's what you saw, that's what you saw. But I personally didn't take it that way. That's fine. I have a meeting today. Most Fridays I have a meeting. Good morning, Evan. Good morning, Jules. Good morning, Aunt, Mike, Turnpike, KD, DJ, me. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I said Mike. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing great. Today's Friday. We're going into the weekend. We are going to, I was just eating waffles, by the way. And can I show y'all something real quick? Give me 1 second. Be right back. I want to show y'all something. I may be old school. Right? And it may be just like when I find something I like, I stick with the thing that I like. That's why it's one of the reasons why I've never cheated on a female. That's one of the reasons why I'm usually generally satisfied, although I try not to be complacent with whatever I get. What up, Guns? Morning. But I'm generally satisfied. Like, if something isn't satisfying me, I'm not going to be in that situation. You feel me? So I'm generally satisfied with like whatever I get. That's why I don't ever cheat. That's why no female I'm ever dating has to worry about me leaving them to go back with an ex. It's just not gonna happen. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm fucking with something, I'm fucking with something. Good morning, DZ. And I grew up on this shit right here. And without a shadow of a doubt, hands down, this is like the best honey I've ever had. I love this honey. This honey right here is that shit. All right? I fucks with this honey. Good morning, Chirac. Good morning, Chirac. Yeah, so I want to make a couple of announcements. Well, I'm not doing it to get paid. I'm doing it because I want y'all to know a little bit more about me sometimes, you know? So, yeah, that's that good shit, yo. Yeah, nobody hits the like button. I don't know why nobody never hits the like button. It's okay, though. It's really not okay, though. All right, so before I get into the whole Eminem diss track thing, I just want to point a couple of things out. One, Fridays, I'm going to try something out. We're going to move the Tonight Show back a little. We're going to move a Tonight Show from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And we're only going to be doing that on Friday because through the weekdays, motherfuckers got to go to work. So on Fridays, we're going to move the Tonight Show back from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We give a little bit more people more opportunity to, so we can hit more of the late night heads. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. Moving it from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Morning, Jill. How you doing? What up, Shavon? Shavion, pardon me. Yeah, because well, one of the reasons why I only date one woman at a time, because I'm not gonna date you unless I want to marry you, like on some real shit. You know, if I'm not trying to be with you forever, I'm not trying to make you my forever vagina. I'm not even trying to date you. So there's that. All right, so let's get right into it. Yeah, like I could be trying to make money or trying to do some other shit or trying to improve me. It don't make sense to I don't know, but whatever works for other people. I'm not knocking anybody. If you want to have 18 women, believe me, there's females out there that they will be okay with you having multiple girlfriends. They will be just fine with it. There's tons of them out there, so I'm not knocking nobody. A lot of them swear they would never mess with a guy that has another girlfriend, and then they just get cheated on. So that's what they like. So, different strokes, different folks. Anyway, so I remember telling y'all, right, when everybody was saying that Eminem had to drop can I get those likes? Can y'all hit that like button, please? I remember telling y'all when everybody was saying that Eminem had to drop that diss track in 48 hours or 24 hours or whatever the fuck people were saying. And I was like, that's not going to happen. I said, Eminem is not going to drop that diss track before next weekend. I told y'all that. Today's Friday. The diss track has not come out yet. We have to assume that there is one because your man, Eminem, was sitting in front of a Miss Pac-Man machine playing it for 7 minutes. We're not sure what the 7 is supposed to signify. Maybe the 7 is supposed to signify God. Maybe the 7 is supposed to signify 7 days. We don't know what the 7 is supposed to signify. But he was on his account playing Miss Pac-Man for 7 minutes. Also, might I add, that Machine Gun Kelly has a Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, he was just absolutely beasting that shit. That was just facts. He was just beasting it. That was retarded. Also, in addition to that, Machine Gun Kelly has a Pac-Man tattoo. So he's beasting the Miss Pac-Man game for 7 minutes. I think that means something. I think that might possibly mean 7 days. I told y'all 1 week. The reason why I said that he's not going to come out until the next week, I believe it is on the chest. The reason why the reason why I assumed that he was going to drop it and the background music was paid in full. Rock him. See, when I first looked at it, it can mean a couple of things. I'll get to the other thing that I think it also means also. But the reason why I thought that it was going to be a 7-day thing is because if y'all notice, diss tracks that drop on the weekend do better than diss tracks that drop during the week. Because when news breaks on a Friday, the news has that entire weekend. What up, MMA? What up, Chant? What up, Shanna? But do you get where I'm coming from? Yeah, but Pusha shit was beast. And I'm saying, generally speaking, whenever you want to drop something, you drop it on a weekend. And the reason why you drop it, but Push, he was just thirsty. He was ready to just absolutely destroy Drake. And his shit was just, he was ready to just destroy Drake. Good morning, Marlon. Yo, what up, Brew Matt? All right, you made it in here, my brother. That's what it is. So, what up, Drama King? So, I believed from the second that I heard the Machine Gun Kelly diss track, from the second I heard the Machine Gun Kelly diss track, I figured that. And what day did Machine Gun Kelly drop that diss track, y'all? Anybody know what day that diss track dropped? I automatically assumed that he was not going to drop another track until the weekend. That was just my assumption. What up, Spacey? No. I'm not saying anybody gets a pass. What up, Cleve? I'm not saying anybody gets a pass at anything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he was being strategical. Now, check this out real quick. Who else watched the Joe Budden's podcast? I've seen it multiple times, by the way. In the Joe Budden's podcast, Joe Budden said, good morning, Raphael. In the Joe Budden's podcast, Joe Budden said that the reason why Eminem wears Max, not Air Max, is because it has something to do with appeal, the appeal level. The how do you say, the thing that Oakland uses, Oakland Athletics use. They made a whole movie about it. I can't remember the word. What up, Electric? What up, Sav? You. Analytics. There you go. Has to deal with analytics. That's the reason why he always has on a sweatsuit, I'm assuming. And that's the reason why what's this nigga name? I don't even know why I'm going to. That's why Joe Buttons was told that he wears Air Max. It has to deal with analytics. So when you say he has to respond in 48 hours, and I'm like, yeah, well, he does. But I also understand, even though he should have responded in 48 hours, what kind of time he's on. He's dealing with analytics. So because he's dealing with analytics, that's why I believe that he's going to make it drop in the weekend. So his diss track to have the whole entire weekend. When did he drop his Kamikaze? He dropped his Kamikaze on the Thursday night, Friday morning, right? Right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekend. No, the diss track isn't out. What up, Ray? The diss track is not out. Now, I'm also under the belief that he can't respond to MGK and then not drop another diss at Joe Buttons. That if he responds to MGK, he has to go at Buttons. That's my opinion. I'm also under the impression, or my opinion is, he can't go at Buttons until he goes at Machine Gun Kelly first. Because you can't disrespect that many niggas on your album, and then when you have niggas talking about it, not respond back. You know when you don't have to respond? When you ain't really said shit to a nigga. He talking crazy. He's under you. Fuck, I gotta respond to this guy for? He's a nobody. I'm just giving him life. What up, Young? No, I believe that Joe absolutely wants a response. I believe that. What up, Chris? I believe that Joe wants to go at him desperately, but he wants to do it from a position of power. So M has to drop a diss track at him. not just say you beat your wife. Nigga M, you talk about murdering your moms, murdering your baby moms all the time. You can't talk about a nigga talking about beating his wife. You can't talk about a nigga beating his wife. You perpetuate those type of actions in your raps. I also believe that Joe knows the chances of Eminem dissing him without a rollout is slim. I don't think Eminem is gonna make a whole song going at Joe. I don't think he's gonna do it. But I also don't think that Eminem can sit around having Joe talk about him, because if Eminem does not come back at Joe, Joe has carte blanche to talk shit about him forever. Joe could just talk about him forever. He could talk shit about him forever. Called you out, nigga. You ain't want no smoke. You stay claiming you the best rapper, best MC, best this, best that. I called you out. I told you bring it. You didn't. I think Joe has the requisite skill set to take on an Eminem. What up, Terrence? What up, nerds? I think Joe has the intellectual acumen. I think Joe has the lyrical capability. I think Joe has the punchlines. And I think Joe just has an overall understanding of battle rap that I'm not saying gives him the advantage, but puts him in a position where he'll be able to respond back to Eminem and it not be trash. Yes. And just so we're clear, there's a good chance that every single member from Slaughterhouse can beat Eminem in a battle. Just so we could be clear, Slaughterhouse was a fucking cheat code. Just so we could be clear. What up, Shady the Beast? So since somebody lost one battle rap, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Will Sisson, that means that they can never, ever win another one? Because I've seen Jordan miss jump shots. And I've also seen him make jump shots. So I'm assuming missing something or losing at something one time doesn't mean that it's a forever thing. That's my assumption. I can be wrong. Good morning, Mario. I believe that M is going to absolutely embarrass Machine Gun Kelly. Good morning, Deontay. But I still think that Machine Gun Kelly diss track is fire. First of all, if what Joe Budden said is correct in Joe Budden's podcast, Eminem has been doing the bullshit for years. And I don't think Eminem is doing the bullshit because he's a bullshit motherfucker. I think he's been doing it because he's not a businessman. He's not a producer. He's not a DJ. He's just a rapper. And sometimes when people are the best at something or one of the best at something, there's undue pressure put on them to also be good in other areas instead of just allowing for them to dominate the field that they are good at. And I think, look, Eminem is in, I only can think of one other person off the top of my head that is in the same position or has ever been in the same position as Eminem. And that's Tiger Woods. I think with the exception of Tiger Woods, there isn't anybody that can understand what Eminem is going through. Tiger Woods and Eminem have the unenviable position of being in an entirety of a career and being the best or one of the best at a game or in a profession that is usually dominated by somebody who is or is seen as a profession for somebody who is not your demographic. People get upset at Tiger Woods for what he went through, for his inability to be able to gravitate to his black side. And I say, you're talking about a man that lives 23 hours of his day around white people. Now, that's okay. That's fine. I'm not trying to talk trash about white people nor Tiger Woods. But I'm saying that Tiger Woods is way more closely aligned with white people than with black people. And with that being said, how do you think he feels in a room of black people? He feels out of place. He should. He should absolutely feel out of place. So now you take Eminem. What up, Lindia? And Eminem is undoubtedly one of the top MCs in rap since he's entered rap. And Eminem probably has more in line with black people as far as his likes, dislikes, his social behaviors. How do you think Eminem feels when he's in a room of white people? But I tell you what, they both feel the same. They both feel like they zoo creatures. When you're around the black people, you're like a zoo creature. When you're around the white people, you're like a zoo creature. Somebody for people to just look at and marvel. You personally can never feel an attachment to another individual because no one knows the shit you got to go through and no one understands it. Not for nothing, but I don't understand why these guys haven't reached out and been friends yet. All I could think about is they just do different drugs. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Chewable Solutions. Everybody hit that like button, please. Well, if you have been coming to my chats, our chats, I've been explaining that I didn't think that the diss track was going to be released until at least this weekend. I believe it was going to be released over the weekend so he could have the whole entire weekend to himself. Strategical thing. Who was in here the other day when somebody said that they heard an internet guy, an internet channel say it was supposed to come out last night. And I was like, I wasn't jacking it. Now, do we know when it's gonna come out? We don't know. Let's not be obtuse. We don't know. What up, Tada? We don't know. Don't know what it's called. What up, Sav? Yeah, we heard it was gonna be released yesterday, remember? I've been saying the weekend. I've been saying the weekend from the rip. When people was talking about he got 48 hours, I'm like, it's going to come out on the weekend. It's done. If there's a diss track, it's already done. Chris Cruz, let's not do that. I'm not going to erase your comment because you're a good guy. I fucks with you. But let's not do that. If you make a statement like that, make it a little bit longer so we can understand where you're coming from. We don't do no kind of hate speech at all. I don't think you are saying hate speech, but we don't do that shit at all. And then Ant follows it up with foolishness. His black side is cheating. Oh, man. Anyway, everybody please hit that like button. No, the diss track is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, I believe the diss track is done. I believe the diss track is finished. If he might be shooting a video, because look at all of the work that MGK went through. MGK shot a fucking video, wrote the rap, went to the studio, produced the work, mixed the shit, shot the video in like 17 hours or some shit. I don't believe Eminem is overrating himself. I believe that he's in a no-win situation, like I've been saying. He's in a no-win situation. If he destroys him, he's supposed to. If he destroys him, he's supposed to. Who the fuck is MGK battled? Anybody know anybody Machine Gun Kelly battled before? Yes, I heard what Crooked Eye was saying, but Crooked Eye was talking out of both sides of his mouth. Crooked Eye was saying that Joe Budden was right about a lot of the shit that he was saying, but he just didn't think that he should have went about it the way that he went about it. That's basically what Crooked Eye said. To wrap it up for everybody that didn't see it. He said, Joe Budden was right, but he didn't like his actions. That's basically what Crooked Eye said. No, MGK was waiting for this because if you know hip hop, you know the only spot that MGK could take is Eminem's. MGK can't take a Lil Wayne spot. MGK can't take a Meek Mill spot. You understand what I'm saying? The only spot he could take is Eminem's. And it's not because white, because he also can't take a freaking Logic spot. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks, Eddie. Good morning, Eddie. That's what I saw. Because he was actually agreeing on a ton of shit that dude said. And then you see him backtrack by saying, well, you know, I don't got no problems. Because what Crooked Eye is really trying to do, Crooked Eye is trying to get himself a platform. Appreciate you, Chris Cruz. Crooked Eye is trying to get himself a platform. All right. So Crooked Eye isn't really trying to step on no toes. I think that a lot of people just see Crooked Eye as what he was said is so negative towards Joe Buttons is because that's what you wanted to see. You saw what you wanted to see. Everybody hit that like button, please. But without a shadow of a doubt, let's not get this confused. Let's not be let's be direct with this. MGK knows that the only spot in hip hop he could take is Eminem's. He's been waiting for Eminem to disappear. Appreciate you, Young. He's been waiting for Eminem to disappear. Oh, for everybody that don't know, if y'all ever, because I see we got quite a few people in here. For everybody that watches my channel, this channel, our channel that might not know this, for every $10 donation, that's how come you have people at the beginning of videos that says this video is sponsored by. You understand what I'm saying? Those come with every $10 donations. You sponsor a video. Just to let everybody know, for everybody that don't know. That's why usually you see people give certain denominations. Appreciate you, Guns. Also, one of our great contributors and supporters of the channel is Ava Williams. I haven't been putting up content. I think that falls in line with her positions. So that's why she hasn't necessarily been, but I'm starting up. I already have the channels open, but I'm going to start putting up videos on different channels so I don't confuse the algorithm. So I have a couple of different channels. I'm going to make sure that I put links in the descriptions of videos that come up on this channel for y'all to be able to go over there, and also subscribe to those channels if you like politics or whatever it is you might like, sports, politics, or whatever the case might be. Urban stuff. All right, back to this. Morning, Tiffany. How you doing today, baby girl? Appreciate you, Miriam. You guys are the best. I love y'all. And the reason why I take the pictures with my phone is so I can make sure I can have double, so I know what order they came in, and I can't always get to the computer. Appreciate you, Miriam. Appreciate you, Tiffany. I love you, Tiffany. All right, so back to it. Definitely respect on the donations. Look, man, y'all help keep this channel going. I really do appreciate y'all. Don't never feel different. But hit the fucking like buttons. Why don't nobody want to hit the damn like button? I don't understand this. Is your like buttons got like boogers on it or something? Please hit the like buttons. I believe that Eminem will be dropping the diss track. I believe that the diss track will absolutely eviscerate Machine Gun Kelly. Yes, you are also eligible to be do call-ins. Appreciate you, KD. We do call-ins tonight. We did a call-in last night. We also did a call-in the night before. Ant eats his boogers. Y'all heard it here first. Look at him right there. And I got a picture of it, Ant, because I took a picture of KD's donation. Ant eats his boogers. Yeah, a lot of y'all are eligible for a call-in. Y'all know what my email is. Y'all gotta send me your number. What are you talking about? The only people I call is the people that I have number. If you don't send me your number, how can I call you? You know what my email's at? KD been eligible anyway, because she donated before. Miriam eats her boogers, y'all. Miriam and Ant, they both eat boogers. Yes, because you like 6ix9ine videos. I'll do more 6ix9ine videos for you. All right. As soon as something comes out, y'all know I don't redo videos. Good morning, fight heads. Y'all know I don't make one video about 8 different videos about one thing. It has to be new information, or I'm not doing the damn video on this shit. I'm not gonna keep reporting on the same information. That's not fair to y'all. Other people do that. Other content providers do that. I don't do that. As soon as something new comes out, worth reporting on, I'll report on it. I'm not gonna report on his fake comeback to Eminem, which I thought was funny as shit. This nigga Ant donates every day. Today is like the only day Ant didn't donate. Literally, Ant donates like almost every day. That's facts. Quick question. Who in here thinks that Kendrick Lamar should respond or should go at Eminem? I just want to know. I'm gonna be quiet. Who thinks? I want to see what y'all responses are. Who think that Kendrick Lamar should go at Eminem? Yeah, I know, Chris. What up, Brave? I'm gonna say this much. This is what another thing that people aren't understanding. And this is something that Joe Budden's alluded to. You know what? A-Rob Robinson has the best answer. Kendrick Lamar in a good space. He don't need that energy. Y'all already know what I think about energies and the energies that we let off and allow into our atmosphere. That is absolutely the best answer so far. Yep, M likes Kendrick. Or is he scared of him? I got one more for y'all. Kendrick is positive. That's facts. I got one more for y'all, but I'm gonna just weigh in on it real quick. For everybody that heard the Joe Budden's podcast, yes, and I don't think that Eminem won it with J. Cole either. You think Eminem won it with J. Cole? There is a super chat button. You see that button that has the money sign? I'm not trying to laugh, Chirac. You see the money right there? You see that you put your cursor over it and it's gonna say super chat? Are you on your phone? Did somebody tell him how to donate? Hold on. Let me. Appreciate you, Guns. All right, so You see right there the money sign that's right next to where you got to write in? Yes, you click on that. That's the super chat thing. Yeah, anybody? I'm the only one over here that read The Art of War. Well, I didn't read the entire book, but I read quite some of it. And one of the things that you do is you endear yourself to those who are more powerful than you. I think he don't want it with Kendrick. I don't think he want it with Cole. I know he don't want it with Cole. Cole, he don't want it with Cole. Kendrick, he might be able to take Kendrick because Kendrick is con-hearted. But once again, let me get to this real quick, y'all. Nobody pay attention to Ant when he talks about who's good and who isn't. Ant likes trap music. He likes a lot of good trap music artists. Don't get this wrong. He has good taste. Ant has good taste, but I'm gonna leave it there. Yes, Kendrick can go at a nigga. That's just not him though. But Kendrick can go at a nigga. Don't get this wrong. Good morning, Tim. How you doing, baby girl? Y'all need to check out Tim's Instagram. Beautiful woman. So that's my point, Spacely. That's my point. So facts, A-Rob. All right, we're not paying attention to Brave. I don't know if Brave is another Ant or what. Nigga said Control was weak. And I think that's supposed to say ass fuck. All right, so anybody else notice this during the Joe Budden's podcast? That Joe Budden's was alluding to the fact that Dre is basically now with Kendrick and he's not really with him no more. I mean, you know, they're still together. Don't get this wrong. But that right now, Kendrick is Dre's baby, not Eminem. And then if you also put that together with the fact that Joe Budden said that their first beats that they were getting were good beats. And then Eminem started doing their beats, and that's when they fell off. Yeah, but you got to put stuff together. You can't just hear one thing and decide that that's the end all be all. You have to, it's like when you read the Bible, you know, you got to get on one part to clarify another position. So now if you take the fact that he says, well, Kendrick is now, you out, KD? I'm so fucked up. My talking, I'm trying to I can't even talk straight. What up, Nas? Oh. So I don't know why he doesn't use that name, B Rabbit. That shit is dope. But when you take into consideration, what up, Tanis? What up, Nina? When you take into consideration, right? That Kendrick is now Dre's baby. So Dre's spending most of his efforts with Kendrick. And Eminem can't make beats. And as somebody just alluded to, Rick Rubin is ruining Eminem. That's why we don't see the same Eminem. You see, Dre does a couple of different things. Dre just makes rappers better. He makes them better, not just their music, them. You see, when I was watching the movie Straight Outta Compton, what up, Black Dollars? What up, Joe Shoes? When I was watching the movie Straight Outta Compton, I think I saw something that other people didn't see. I think I just paid attention to things that other people didn't necessarily pay attention to. Is that a way to put it? And one of the things I paid attention to was that Eazy-E didn't even want to be a rapper. So Eminem just needs a hug. Eazy-E didn't even want to be a rapper. So that means that before Dre even became a good producer, Dre first had to figure out how to make a person who was not an MC into an MC. A person who was not a rapper into a rapper. So what do you think Dre does when he gets somebody who is actually a rapper, who is actually an MC? Everybody hit that like button. He makes them better. First of all, Eminem has not aged well as far as hip hop goes. And when I say that, I don't mean that he's not still a good MC. Good morning, Dion. I'm not saying he's not still a good MC. I'm not saying he's not a good rapper. I'm saying listen to Jay-Z's music. Jay-Z makes music for the mature hip-hop aficionado nowadays. He makes music for the people that's in his age group. Why? Jay-Z doesn't feel like he has to prove anything to anybody. Jay-Z doesn't feel like he has to prove he's the best rapper out here. He's the best MC. His spot is solidified. Same for Nas. Nas doesn't feel like he has to go on lyrical tangents to prove that he still has the capabilities to hold it down. The fact that Eminem feels that he has to do these things is telling. No. Ant's absolutely hating on Nas. Ant's hating on Nas every day. So that's one person hating on Nas. If you want to speak about other people hating on Nas, I don't know. As far as Ant is concerned, he's hating on Nas. So with that being said, what do you think Eminem thought about him when he was in his prime? What do you think he thought about himself in contrast with the other MCs that were out there? What do you think he thought in his heart of hearts? Well, if Brave got it coming to him, Brave got it coming to him. He done said about 4 or 5 things that I stopped reading his comments. He shouldn't like mumble rappers. Mumble rappers are destroying the craft. Mumble rappers are destroying the craft. He should not like mumble rappers. Whenever you are one of the best at something, you don't like the niggas that's doing bullshit getting by. That's just facts. You know how much differently people would look at 6ix9ine antics if he was actually nice at rapping? People would look at his antics differently. They really would. Like, he has a shitload of people behind him right now. 6ix9ine's fan base is huge. And I'm not upset. I'm not knocking him. I'm not disrespecting him nor his fans. I'm just saying, 6ix9ine fan base is huge. Imagine if he could rap like a Talib Kweli. Imagine if he could rap like a 6ix9ine could rap like a I'm trying to name people that's nice, but you know, aren't at the top of the game. You understand what I'm saying? What 6ix9ine needs to do is 6ix9ine needs to figure out a way to channel Busta Rhymes. Who did a hate speech comment? If somebody did a hate speech comment, please send them somewhere. We don't do hate speech in here. Oh, no. I don't think you did hate speech, Chris. What I'm saying is this. We don't do divisive speech. We're not going to talk about how one black guy isn't black enough. We're not going to talk about how one white guy isn't white enough. We're not going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think you meant anything by it, but I know you. Ant knows you. Sav knows you. Champ knows you. A lot of us know you. But we got a couple of new heads in here. And I don't want them to get the misinterpretation that, you know, certain things are acceptable that aren't. That's all. If I made you feel away, I apologize, my brother. I was wondering when one of y'all was going to do that. No, I understood what you meant. That's why I told you you should have made the comment a little bit longer so you could explain your, yeah, I rewind the damn tape, nigga. I told you I understood what you meant. Don't crash, yo. No, Eminem is 100% right when he talks about the good morning, natural beauty. Eminem is 100% right when he talks about the mumble rappers. He's not wrong. He's right when he talks about the mumble rappers. It's they have right now. They have too big of a pie in hip hop. That's the issue. That's the real issue. They own too big of a hit of the pie in hip hop. That's what the issue actually is. That the industry is pushing these hip hop, these mumble rappers, and not pushing real hip hop artists more, or should I say, more conventional hip hop artists more. That's what the problem is. That's where the complaint comes from. And M is not washed. Who said that? They said, what up, Captain Kirk? Good morning, my brother. Actually, they said that the track was supposed to be released yesterday. I've been telling everybody since the MGK track dropped that it wouldn't be released until the weekend. You could go back to all of my videos. Joe isn't washed either. Low vibration music. Yep. Lindia. Am I saying that right? It's definitely low vibration music. Nas would destroy Eminem. I believe it. Good morning, JR. Spacey says, what makes it so bad is that he ain't been consistent with his albums. Then he complains about the current state, so people take it as hating. I think people are just taking it personal. I think so many people are fans of Migos, of just that genre of yeah, they're taking it yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think. They're feeling like they're being attacked for liking the music. Yeah, but Eminem has to attack. Eminem has to go at these guys one by one. You want to know one of the main reasons why Ether destroyed Takeover? Takeover is one of the best diss raps in hip-hop history. Let's not get that confused. Takeover by Jay-Z is one of the best diss raps in hip-hop history. You want to know why Ether was better than Takeover, or why people chose Nas over? Besides the fact that Ether is just fucking bomb. Ether is just the napalm bomb. Besides that fact, Ether was about one artist, while in the Takeover, he spoke about numerous different artists. You understand what I'm saying? The Takeover, he spoke about Mobb Deep, Nas. Who else he spoke about on the Takeover? The Takeover, she was talking about quite a few different people. You want to know why? You want to know the real reason why most rappers don't diss Eminem? It's not because they don't think they could beat him. It's for the same reason why Eminem feels like he needs to constantly prove himself. Think about that. They don't respect this nigga as a man. It don't got shit to do with his lyrical capabilities. I'm gonna tell you a quick story about myself. So I used to play basketball in this one particular park, and I still go about shit like that to this day. I used to play basketball in this one particular park, right? I don't play there no more. I stopped playing there a couple of years ago. But I used to play basketball in this one particular park. And at this particular park, there was these two brothers. And they always want to argue. They always talking crazy to people, always challenging people to fights, this and this and that. Nobody ever fights with me. So at first, when nobody wasn't fighting them, I was like, is niggas scared of these niggas? But that wasn't why nobody wasn't fighting them. Nobody wasn't fighting them because niggas didn't respect them as men. As men. Niggas just didn't respect them. Cameron only got one style, man. Cameron had 2 diss tracks. Both of them shits was terrible. Come on, stop it, y'all. Jules is better than Cameron. By far. Jules Santana, way better than Cameron. No, Cameron got some bangers. I'm not saying Cameron is trash. Cameron got some bangers. Nobody bumps him on a constant basis. Cam is a funny dude. Cam is a funny dude. I mean, like, I'm telling you this. Cam is like, his personality, he's a funny guy. Like, he's just a funny guy. We spoke on that the other day, John Shoes. And yep, I 100% agree with that. Eminem is the greatest rhymer of words that I've ever heard. Yes, Cameron is just naturally a funny dude. Cameron is just funny. And yes, there was a point in the hip hop history where Cameron was somebody you didn't necessarily want to fuck with. I agree with that also. Miracle, lyrical, spiritual. I don't know. 8-Ball and MJG, they had a catalog, my dude. I don't think better than Eminem and T.I. though. Yeah, but that has a lot to do with the energy. Busta knows how to channel his energy. You understand what I'm saying? He knows how to channel his energy. For everybody that don't know, 6ix9ine knows how to channel his energy also. DMX knows how to channel his energy. There's a couple of other people, but they don't use it in the same manner. KRS-One knows how to channel his energy. Well, Eminem would defeat KRS-One now only because KRS-One's raps would sound so dated. That was the joke, Thomas Ernest, that it was a joke. I keep telling y'all, 6ix9ine is not a rapper. He's a internet personality. I keep saying that, yo. What up, Super New in here? What up, Super New? It's all good. One of y'all always pop up in here when it's time for me to go. Yeah, that's why I think people don't get 6ix9ine, because they taking this nigga seriously. This nigga is not to be taken seriously. 6ix9ine's not a rapper, y'all. He's an internet personality. Why was Smokey timed out? What Smokey said? Yeah, we don't do that talking here. We don't do that. We don't talk about people, whether they gay, straight, shit like that. We don't make fun of it. You know, you understand what I'm saying? We don't make fun of people. We're not doing that in here. We don't make fun of people for race. We don't talk down to women. We don't do that in here. If that's what you plan on doing, this is the wrong place for you, man. Yeah, good job, Ant. Ant's always on it. Yeah, Joe Budden's 100%. Joe Budden's caused all of this shit. Who said that? Crime or Creme de la Rim? Oh, okay, that's a dope ass name, by the way. Basically, he's saying he's the cream of the crop. Yes, 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 yes. Joe Budden's caused all of this because if Joe Budden's didn't talk about motherfucking Eminem on that damn show, then Eminem would have never dropped the album the way that he dropped this album this year. Eminem album would have never came out like that. Joe Budden's. That nigga moving the needle and he don't even rap no more. How you inspiring niggas and you don't even rap no more, yo? Joe Budden's, yo. Shit, I should have been charging my phone. What was I doing? All right, I'm only gonna be able to charge one of these. I'll charge this one. That means the main phone that I use got to go off so I can get charged. Joe Budden's. What is show shoes? Oh, retracted. Joe Budden's, yo. Facts. If Joe Budden's didn't talk about, and everything Joe Budden said was right. Joe Budden's was not wrong. Joe Budden's was not wrong when he said what he said about the the album before this one, Revival, or whatever the fuck the stupid ass name was. Joe Budden was not wrong. Joe Budden was right. He said Eminem needed less people around him that was just saying, "Oh man, that's dope," sucking his, loving the nigga, and he needed more people around him. RM, who the fuck is RM? Who's RM? Oh, EM is a cornball. Why would you say that? I figured it out by looking at the keyboard and seeing where you misspell. Yo, Joe Budden is always talking facts, yo. You ain't see me look down? You can rewind it. You can see me look down and look at the keyboard. That's how I figured out what you was trying to say. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to let y'all know something. Does anybody else remember 8 Mile? Remember when he was writing raps? Eminem don't write raps together. The nigga Eminem just writes punchlines. And then he takes all of his different punchlines and phrases and puts them together. And that's why he can't make content. That's why it's hard for him to make content. Yeah, but there's elements of good morning, Nina. There's elements of 8 Mile that was actually correct. Did I say good morning to Black? What up, Dollars? Yeah, there's elements of 8 Mile that was I'm right. I'm telling you, I could tell by the way that he raps. That's the way he writes. that comment is funny as shit, A-Rob. Joe Budden's playing chess and Eminem writes sideways. Joe Budden's is absolutely playing chess. That's why I'm telling you. The last thing Eminem probably wants to do is respond to Joe Budden's. Leave that man alone. Somebody else will have a better chance of taking out Joe Budden's than Eminem because Joe Budden's has been preparing for this day. Joe Budden's plays the long con. Joe Budden's knew what he was doing when he got himself taken off of everyday struggle. He understood his worth. Perfect example. Let's say you dating a guy, right? Or you dating a woman and they're on the way up, right? And then for whatever the reason, y'all break up. And then you start dating somebody lower than them. You don't know your worth. Let's say you have a job. You get yourself fired from your job, right? Or you quit. You quit. That's a better way to put it. You quit your job, right? And then you go to go work somewhere. You quit your job to go work somewhere where it's lower than where you was just at. You don't know your worth. Yeah, Joe said it. They were sending tracks away. When they came back, his verse was missing. They said it. He said it. But you know what that really means, right? You know what that really, really means? I rap. You want to know what that really means? Eminem didn't want to be on the same track as Joe Budden's because he thought he might outshine him. That's what that really means. That's why Joe Budden's verse was always missing. What up, Ozzy? That is what I'm telling you. That's what that means. Exactly. Exactly. I'm telling you that's what that means, and he didn't want to be on the same track as Joe, yo. I'm not saying every single time, but if anything happens all of the time, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why something happens all of the fucking time, yo. Joe Budden's is saying every time his shit came back, they took him off the track. Thanks, Sav. This nigga Ant, yo. Exactly. Exactly, Ozzy. Yes, Joe was always because Joe already knows how the game works. Joe was taught the game when he was fucking with Bad Boy. He already know all the bullshit. That's what I think people would just, where's this damn fucking charger? Joe already know all the bullshit. Appreciate you, KD. Joe already know all the bullshit. He dealt with Diddy. Well, after you dealt with Diddy, you know all who could get over on you after you dealt with Diddy. No nigga should be able to get over on you after you dealt with somebody who is the master at getting over on people. Diddy only has one real talent. Getting over on niggas. That's Diddy's biggest talent. And Diddy is great at it. And he's so great at it that he gets over on entire generations of people to get them to listen to music. He changed. Yo, this is for y'all for everybody that don't know. He changed Biggie's whole style. Everything about Biggie, he changed. For those that don't know, he changed everything about Biggie. Biggie did not rap like that. Biggie did not dress like that. He changed everything about Diddy. I mean, pardon me, Biggie. Everything. For those that don't know. Puff is a master at this shit. Puff is a pimp. Okay? Puff is a pimp. Yeah, but that everybody gets that deal. Men and whipping. Champ. That's just the way it goes. You got to give it up if you're trying to get signed. Like, you have to be so and a lot of them still don't get signed. But you have to be so incredibly nice to not have to do some fuck shit in the beginning. In the beginning, you usually got to do some fuck shit. Unless you're just incredibly nice. Party and bullshit? That was Biggie. Yeah, or know the right people. What's up, Tommy? Yes. Mace was Murder Mace. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Like, that's all I'm trying to explain. Like, we kind of like jumped topics for a minute. Because we was talking about him and his rollout or his album and all that. Then we started talking about what's up, I do not know how to say that name. I'm gonna call you Ant. How about that, Ant? Thomas Ernest says, so real talk, you think M is gonna diss back or you think he's too far above him? I think he's gonna drop a diss. I mean, I don't see. I think that there's a good chance that his people are telling him he don't got to. Let's be clear on that. Oh no, yeah, that comment had to go. I'm sorry I let that comment go through. Thank you, Super New. We're not doing that, Smokey. We're not doing the divisive conversations about black people and white people in here. This ain't one of those channels. I know I'm black, but I don't blame all my problems on any demographic of people. We're not doing that in here. Thank you, Super New. I didn't catch that. I should have read it first. I'm gonna keep my hands off the keyboard. Y'all the moderators, y'all guys have been absolutely fucking fantastic. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all job. I'm gonna talk. Yeah, we don't do that in here. We don't do divisive talk. We don't disrespect women. We don't try to race bait. We don't do none of that in here. Yeah, but yes, Eminem. I do believe that his people are probably telling him. I do believe that his people are telling him, might be telling him that it's okay. That he don't have to respond. That the only response he needed was the album that he just dropped. I'm believing that his people might actually be saying that, because that would fall 100% in line with what Joe Budden has been saying for the longest, that he needs to get them niggas from around him. I don't care what Smokey is. We're not doing that. I don't care if Smokey is black, white, European, Venezuelan, Mexican, Ecuadorian. We're not doing none of that. We're not doing that race baiting. We're not doing that. I turned the live off first. We're not doing that. Facts. Thank you, Ant. I think he has no choice but to respond. That's just my feelings. He has no choice but to respond. He has no choice. Fucking Ant, yo. He has no choice but to respond. If he doesn't respond, it's going to be worse than Drake not responding. What's going to be his excuse? Somebody called Jay Prince? What up, MC8? Dope ass name, by the way. Yeah, he said he was in the lab. And then when I said that he was in the lab, you seen 100 people coming to the comment section like, how do you know Drake is in the how do you know Eminem is in the studio? Yo, what up, Wavy? Lil Wavy. Oh, that's great. You've been working. We missed you. I just want to let you know that. We missed you. I did if nobody else did. What up, Purple Haze? Don't, Purple Haze. Don't. Leave him alone. Please leave him alone. Rock him #1 of all time, but thanks, Champ B. I think that a lot. I think that was actually saying a lot. And the song that he was actually listening to was saying a lot. Yep. What up, Think Tank? Yep. Joe already knows he could get under Eminem's skin. He's proven it. Oh, that feels good to be missed. Joe already knows he gets under Eminem's skin. He's proven it. Eminem has made an entire album based around what Joe, or in reaction to what Joe said a year ago. Nigga, I wear a do-rag. I'm gonna tell you what happened to Joe. In my opinion, Joe just was a nigga that couldn't get along with niggas. What up, Sauce? Joe was a nigga who couldn't get along with niggas. That's it. Joe's always been a good rapper. He just couldn't get along with niggas. The whole situation with Diddy made Joe carry himself in a way that made him difficult to work with. That's it. That's the only thing that happened to Joe. Now, the only way that Joe can do good in an environment is if he's the boss. That's it. Yeah, he probably most likely was drugged up. That's facts. Yep, and Joe got him out. Joe's gonna say what Joe feel like saying. That's facts. I don't think Joe is cutthroat. I think Joe is just so I think Joe doesn't play the game. And a lot of times when you don't play the game, people consider you to be a cutthroat. I think Joe just don't play the game. You know, I don't play the game. TV and mayonnaise. That shit was funny when I said that shit. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. If that's what you're saying, 100%. But that's exactly what I'm saying. You don't play them games. This nigga sad. You don't play those games. You don't like. I don't know how to play those games either. So I just don't. I don't know how to play those games. Like the other day, I was in a conversation with a female and she swore up and down I was lying about some shit. I'm not lying about no shit. I told you what the thing was. It's just, you know, you wanted me to say something else. I wasn't lying. You just wanted to hear me say something other than what I said. That doesn't make me a liar. Yeah, sin is beautiful. And I'm one of them niggas that I refuse to have a girlfriend and she ain't drop dead gorgeous. Like, I'm keeping it a buck with you. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I'm keeping it 100. I refuse to date a female that I don't think is drop dead gorgeous. Refuse. I'd rather be alone. Even with my ugly ass. Facts. Ah, you should have left that. You should have left that comment. I like that comment. Ah, look what you got done to yourself, Blank. Now everybody's timing Blake out. What up, DJ Juju? I refuse, yo. I don't care. I'd rather be alone. If I can't walk around like I got a dime, if I can't walk around like my woman, I'm like, if I can't do that, I just be alone. It's fine. Nah, and she can't be a bitch though. Like, I can't date a woman that's a bitch. She gonna hate me because I'm gonna be pulling all types of different pranks. Like, if you're not like lighthearted, like if you're not lighthearted and you don't like having fun and joking around and shit, I'm the wrong nigga because I'm gonna be pulling pranks. No, what the hell? You didn't even let me get to that part, KD. What the fuck, yo? I'm gonna be pulling pranks. Like, I'm a funny nigga. Like, I just like if I like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, like, if she not fine, I'm not gonna like, and this is not a knock on nobody. I'm just saying, like, this is not a knock on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because a female I might think is fine, you might think is a 5. You know what I'm saying? It got to do with preference. A female I might think is drop dead gorgeous. You might think is not so much. No, it has to do with preference. I said if I don't feel that way, I don't give a fuck what everybody else feel. Shit, one of the main reasons I'm single now is because my ex-girlfriend was a fucking 11. So it's like, what the fuck? Where am I gonna go from here? I might as well just pack it up. She's laughing. I'm so serious, yo. Yeah, I'm so serious. She's not interested. And I don't know. I don't know. It seems like I don't know if she's interested or not. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know if she's not interested. I don't know if she is interested. I can't tell. So since I can't tell, I just say whatever, nigga. Yes, you must suplex your woman sometimes. You must play. Yeah, you must make the relationship fun, and vaginas are awesome. Just a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened, and I was just in a fucked up mental state at that time, mental place, and it's not that important. She's a great woman, though. Okay, I'm being joking. I'm not talking about actually hurting the girl. I'm talking about play fighting. This nigga talking about he trying to give her like the clothesline from hell. Nah, man. I'm talking about play fighting, yo. What the fuck are you talking about, A-Rob? And I'm a funny nigga too, because like if I'm interested, like I'm gonna let you know. And then once you be like, you're not interested, I'm like, all right, whatever, move on. I just like wearing ties and shirts. This is the way that I dress on an everyday. This is just how I dress. You know how you might like wearing, I don't know, underwear on the outside of your pants? That's your thing. I like wearing shirts and ties. I actually have a meeting today, but I like wearing shirts and ties. I'm actually a really good cook myself, but she was pretty good. She was decent. I'm a really good cook myself. Thank you, KD. On this channel, all I ever hear about is how ugly I am. This shit is crazy. I try to be conscious about everything I do. Nah, she actually she has some of the best barbecue chicken I've ever tasted in my life. And I now make my barbecue chicken the way that she makes barbecue chicken. I was trying. She had she could I don't want to get into it. I wish I did knock off though. That's facts. Nah, this is just the way I dress, man. What up, music video? What's wrong with pranking your girlfriend? I think that you should prank your girlfriend every once in a while, and she should also prank you. I take pranks bad though, because when pranks initially happen, I'm so pissed, and then after a while, I simmer down some. But when they happen, I'm so angry, yo. Fuck you doing? No, she cooks it her way, and it's great. Well, I'm fortunate. I mean, I've dated 3 models. That's why people be like talking about how ugly I am. I'm like, all right, whatever, nigga. No. I'm just saying. Her particular barbecue chicken was so good, it changed the way I make it. Well, one of them was awesome. One of them was awesome. The other two, well, two of them was good. One of them had a terrible personality. All right, we're so far off subject. I'm gonna be late if I don't leave because I actually do got a meeting today. You mean stank as in stank attitude or stank as in the motherfuckers need to shower? I'm not sure if freaking KD and Super New is putting in a resume or not. Yeah, I don't. They are applying? Anyway, neither here nor there. You know what we're gonna do today? Today, we are going to compliment someone that we feel needs a compliment. So this isn't saying you see a beautiful person and you say, hey, you're doing beautiful. We're going to go make sure that when we come into contact with somebody and it looks like they're just not having a good day, that we're going to try to lift their spirits, that we're just going to try to compliment them and lift their spirits and make them feel better about themselves. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to at least find at least one person, try to get as many people as possible, but at least find one person. Yeah, Super New is fine. She cute as shit. KD is also though. KD is fine though. KD is married though. We're gonna at least find one person that, you know, we think that they're not like having the best day, that they might be struggling with the day, that they just need a pickup. And we're gonna compliment them and we're gonna try to make them feel better. You understand? We're gonna try to make them feel good about themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do today. Oh, I thought you was married. I saw your Instagram. You know, I saw you. So I thought you was married. And vaginas are awesome. I thought you was married. To be honest with you. And it's just, yes, it is Friday. And so that's what we're gonna do for today. We're gonna find somebody that's looking like they're having a hard day, and we're gonna try to motivate them. Clean vaginas. Yes, those are the only vaginas I speak about. Vaginas that are not clean, those are not awesome. So we're gonna try to speak. I don't want to say positivity, but we're gonna try to speak self-confidence into somebody today. That's what we're gonna do. And yes, I'm going live tonight, but tonight it's gonna be at 10 o'clock. I know it's usually at 9 o'clock, but from now on, what I'm gonna start doing is Monday through Thursday, lives are gonna be at 9 o'clock. On Fridays, the lives are gonna start at 10. Yes, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Monday through Friday, the lives are gonna, yes, that's why I'm moving it back on Friday. And I'm gonna be late if I don't get off of here soon. So I'm moving them back on Friday. We're gonna see how that works. The only reason why I don't want to start at 10 o'clock Monday through Thursday is because I know people have work. So maybe we start at 9 and we stay on longer rather than start at 10 and get off at the normal time. So everybody, please take care of yourselves. Y'all know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody that showed up today. Thank you for everybody that was in the comment section. I can't do these shows without y'all talking. I can't do these shows without y'all commenting. I just can't. You know, y'all give me energy. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.